state-of-the-art project.
Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Gap Talks 2020, day 2, powered by Wacom. We hope you enjoyed Roshni's session. I think I personally absolutely loved it, and I was in awe of her work. So moving on, I'm very excited for this, and we have an extremely talented young animator whose short films have taken the internet by storm. He's also a webcomic artist, and he's extremely vocal about his views on the current affairs and the current scenario. And every time he comes up with something new, he just pushes the envelope further. And I personally cannot wait to see what he puts out next. So guys, we are super ecstatic to announce the young gun of Indian animation scene, Debjyoti Saha. Debjyoti, welcome aboard.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Debjyoti, I am so happy to have you here, man. Guys,
I'm very excited to be a part of this. You guys
yes,
have been doing something really vocal and really authentic. So that's the way to go, guys.
thank you. So Debjyoti Saha in the house, literally. Sorry, I just had to do that. So I'll be my co-hosts are Amalindu and Santanu. So
Hello.
guys,
What's up?
hey,
Welcome aboard, Debjyoti. Pretty excited for this session.
yes. So let's get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
All right. So, age-old question. Tell us about you and your journey.
Yes. I am an animator. I'm an animation filmmaker from Kolkata. I was born and brought up in Kolkata and now currently in Bombay. And I don't know where I'm going next. But I'll tell you a little bit about my journey as a child. So I was born in a very middle-class Bengali family back in Kolkata. And it was like a joint family. It had a lot of people in it. And I was a very timid a very introverted kind of a kid. And the good point about being an introvert kid in a big family is you get to know and you get to hear a lot of stories and a lot of gossip of what is happening in your neighborhood and what is happening in the family, outside the family, a lot of stuff about very specific random stuff that you get to hear, and you take in all that information, and it gets kind of exciting. And you don't have to, the best part is you don't have to vent out yourself, you don't have to share anything with them. So being an introvert kind of helps there. So at that time a lot of stories came in, and I get to know my neighborhood, my environment, my family, and that's how the journey with stories began. Obviously, subconsciously. I mean, I didn't know anything about storytelling or stuff like that. For me, stories were basically at that time listening to grandmothers, afternoon sessions, all that stuff. Basically my father was my father is a great artist. He's lost touch, I'm sure, because he doesn't do anything of that sort anymore, but he was really good at sketching and painting especially. So he would spend nights on end and just paint, and I would stick around with him, and I used to watch him paint. And from there I think I picked up drawing at a very young age. And like all of us, we used to draw very subconsciously, like an escapade, and never used to take it very seriously. So I never took my drawing very seriously until later on. So my father used to always say that since I was born in a middle class family, and we all know the route that the parents are going to take after a point, it's either engineering or being a doctor. So, and at that time you're aimless, you're just enjoying your life, and you don't care about anything other than timetables and school and lunchtime and everything. And then suddenly this bomb drops and you have to choose your career, and you have to kind of choose your career. And at that time my father used to say that you have a lot of you have a great hand at drawing, you have a very steady hand, you have a lot of control in your hand, so you'll be a great doctor, because you'll be an amazing surgeon. So I mean, thank God that didn't happen. I mean, I would have been a terrible surgeon, and people would be after me right now. Yeah, totally. So, but I think after so my brother is also like he's a genius, and he studied, like he's a big science freak. So he got into like biochemistry. He did the biochemistry honors at that time he was doing. So like class 11 and 12, I had to take science anyway, and like I I was still like free balling, and I didn't know where to go, because after 2 years I need to take the big step. What am I going to do? So I thought that I'll find myself another shelter for like 2 years, 3 years, and do like follow my brother's footsteps. I'll also do a biochemistry honors and stuff. But uh, uh, right after that, basically the boards came, and the results were like amazingly bad. So I knew at that time that this is not like the science and all that, following my brother's footsteps and having seeing my life after 4 years, all that stuff is not happening. I need to figure out a way. So at that time, a friend of mine called Mayuk, he came over and told me we equally did miserably bad. And he was like, dude, what to do now, what to do? So he came up and told me that there's this new course, animation course in St. Xavier's, that they have started. Let's try for it. So I was like, yeah, game. I finally get to do something that I always did subconsciously. So why not? Let's try for it. And it went well, and I got through, and we both got through, and we kind of joined St. Xavier's after that. And things were rolling quite well. And my parents were also happy because it's a good college and everything. So they were sorted. So after, so there I spent like 4 years, but still I wasn't like completely into like drawing and animation as such. I was doing animation and everything, but at that time, basically, uh, I mean, I was like, I wanted to explore everything. Like that was a newfound college life, and at that time I was into everything other than what I want, what I am studying. So I was into gravely into the hip hop and into the dance community. I was like, I was just having a great time. I was just going around participating in fests and like dancing. I was part of a big crew in Kolkata, and like it was a going thing for me. So I thought that another 4 years are going to be like passing like this only. But it was during my second year, I think, I realized that yeah, there is something that I really enjoy about animation. What am I actually doing? And that realization kind of came from one guy who was there, called Kostobe. Like he was our professor, and he was the only guy, I would say, for me at least, he was the only guy who was like an eye opener into the world of animation. Before him, I didn't know anything like NID existed. He introduced, he is an ex-student of NID only, and he belongs to Rajiv Ives batch. You guys know Rajiv Ives? Yeah. So
Yeah. Long
Yeah,
back,
absolutely. Who doesn't know him?
yes. So he belongs to Rajiv Ives batch, and he was basically taking classes there then at that time in Xavier's, and he opened our eyes to the animation community. Not just that, but the entire psyche that I kind of have right now about society, about politics. He opened up about everything, and he had that grumpy face on, and he's kind of a big critique kind of a person, and he's the kind of guy you wouldn't want to like end up in a debate with, basically, because everything you're saying, he will have a counter argument and he will put you down. And it's not that he will put you down in any way. He knows that what he's saying is right. So he gave us a lot of perspective during Xavier's, and right after that, I knew that I need to check this place out. I need to try for NIT. And the moment I left Xavier's after 4 years in 2016, I applied for a master's course in NID. So the first couple of rounds went well, and then the interview round came, and we were all excited. Me and a bunch of friends, we went to the interview. We gave the interview, and the interview at that time was like a 15-minute interview. It was like a small interview, and they were asking me some random stuff, and I showed all my stuff. And then when I came out, I realized that I just showed one file in a folder. I didn't show the other files. So what am I going to do? I got really worried at that time. What is going to happen? But thankfully, it came as a surprise, and I got to know that I got selected. And then journey began again in NID. So
Oh my God. Oh my God. So many things packed into one. Debjyoti
Crazy, bro.
Saha,
Crazy.
seriously,
it's been a journey.
I can everybody can relate to this whole thing about, like animation karna chahte ho? No, engineering karo, doctor karo. You'll be a good doctor. You have a good hand, so you'll be a good doctor.
Hey, I was destined to be a surgeon.
Yeah.
Same with me. Like I was like, either you'll be a surgeon or you're getting into engineering or doing mechanical or some shit like that. And
That's
then-
why you do all the organic stuff in your doodle, no?
exactly, and lot of mechanics too.
Yeah,
Debjyoti,
exactly.
we already have comments. So many people commenting that I'm here only for you. I'm only for your session.
Wow.
Yeah,
Amazing.
and some people are like fangirling over you, and
Thank
already
you
दो
for
questions आ ही गए.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, guys. Yes, we'll get to the questions in a while. थोड़ा पहले
Yes.
बात कर लेते हैं, बातचीत
Yes.
कर लेते हैं, you know. So yeah. So yes, so after NID happened,
Yeah.
it must have been a shift in your entire thinking
Totally.
process, isn't it?
Totally. I mean,
Yeah.
NIT provided me with an environment that, like, I haven't been accustomed to at all. I mean, I was studying before this, I was studying in a separate kind of environment completely. Like, it was a completely business school and everything, and there was a small course in animation there. This was completely a design community, and a huge shift happened in my environment. Everybody was like running around all over the place. Everybody can attend any class they want. Nothing is going to waste at all. Even if you're sitting plucking grass in the field, that is kind of adding to your psyche and your personality some way or the other. Yeah,
So
I mean,
different from the conventional way of learning, right?
absolutely. I mean, you sit under a tree and you're feeding dogs, you're learning something or the other. I mean,
Chilling in the Eames, bro.
yeah, totally.
Really miss that.
Totally. I really, I mean, not just academics oriented, but my time, 2.3 years, I would say, my time there was like insane. I would be everywhere. I would want to be desperately everywhere. And that sense of missing out comes in once you're like sitting in one class and you know that then the third floor, there's a Weber Pumadesh who's taking somebody else's class for the juniors, and you want to just go there, or Deeman Vyas is taking class somewhere there. I want to go attend that class, and that happens a lot. So I was in a constant mood of like just jumping right in.
Soak it all in. Soak
Yes,
it all in.
yes. I
Yes,
want
yes,
to
absolutely.
show you guys some stuff.
Yes,
from,
please do.
Yeah,
Please do.
please. That's what we are here for. We want to see.
Wait, it's saying I'm not being able to screen share. It's saying.
Wait. Just one sec.
You'll need permission for that. Permission
Yes.
लेना चाहिए ना? Permission लेना चाहिए.
Yes, wait.
Yeah. तो देवज्योति तब तक थोड़ा और बताओ अपने बारे में, like NID के बारे में और बताओ कुछ क्या सीखा and all that.
I mean, what NID kind of taught me is like the most fundamental thing is make as many mistakes as you want. Like this,
That is so amazing.
we are giving you like a 3-year free balling session where you can do whatever the hell you want.
We learn to laminate, basically.
Yeah. So
That lamination joke, bro.
laminations. So we learned to laminate. We basically learned do whatever you want. Mess up if you want to. We got you covered, basically. I mean, not in the juries. I mean, they really missed our life on the juries. But eventually, when in the hindsight, you realize that whatever you did, nothing goes to waste. I mean, all throughout, not just in NID, but like in your life, everything kind of adds up to a specific part in your life. So that part really got me excited, and that's what kept my energy going.
I mean, I can still see a stylus in your hand. I mean, अभी भी तुम काम कर रहे हो यार.
Oh, no, I don't have a mouse. I don't. This is my mouse. So I use.
Now, like you're so passionate कि मतलब अभी भी stylus भी जैसा बैठ के काम कर रहे हो.
It's nothing like that.
So
Yeah,
I
just-
guess just try accessing the screen now.
Yes, just try once.
Oh yes. Yeah. Can you guys see what is screen?
Oh, yes, we can.
Great.
People from Sikkim.
Great. Okay. Okay. Before I jump into my NID session, I want to show you one of the things that actually made me consider NID.
Okay.
And I did in St. Xavier's basically. It was 2015. Okay, this is the guy I wanted to talk about. This is the guy Kaustubh Ray that I was talking about.
Ah,
This
okay.
is the
Okay.
man, the legend. So
Oh, okay.
During 2015, Chitragatha was going to happen, and I had like a week in hand to make a film because I desperately wanted to make an entry, like send my film out there to NID. And wanted it to be screened. I wanted to basically visit NID
Right. Right.
before getting into NID. So
Right.
I made this I made a film from scratch in a week. I knew this I had to do, so I had spent sleepless nights and just made something. So I'll
Mhm.
give you that.
Yeah, just
Yes. Playing?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So this was completely your concept. Yeah,
Amazing.
I just saw the credits. Yeah. Lovely,
Yeah.
lovely.
So I made this film and wanted to put it out there, and I at that time I was thinking very highly of myself that, oh, I've made such a big social comment and everything, but the film didn't get selected, which is why
Okay.
it made me apply to NID next year.
Oh,
So
okay.
so that kind of happened. After that, in my NID experience, there were plenty of courses. I mean, the first year is like packed with so many events and so many courses, and you just want to jump straight in to the animation fundamentals. And for us, the animation fundamentals was like a 4 week course, and the 4 weeks were taken by 4 different people. First week we had Vaibhav Kumadesh. Second
Mhm.
week we had Delvin Revendios.
Mhm.
Third week we had Prashanjit, and fourth week we had Shekhar Mukherjee. So that was like a mega animation principles course that I was really excited for. So I'll just show you some
Dave,
stuff.
your folders are so organized being an animator.
Yeah, that's what happens when 10 minutes before the interview I kind of practically.
It's like
I'm
jury
never-
session,
Panic.
dude.
I'm never screen sharing my thing ever because of this reason.
Okay, so I'll take you through that 4 week animation course, animation principles course that we had.
Yes.
Bunch of line tests that we did.
Oh, this is the lunchbox, right?
Yeah. We'd all sit all
Back
day,
in
all
those
night.
days.
We'd sit all day, all night, and just be at it.
Yeah.
It'd be damn fun. So we'd experiment with random stuff. This was a obstacle course given by Vaibhav only.
Oh, okay.
Damn fun. This is the second week when Delvin came over.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then Proshenjit made us do all this fancy walks and everything. So
Personality.
yeah, I was damn excited to do all this.
It's so cool that you are so excited to do all of this, because mostly what happens is students, they just want to jump to the, you know, the
Yeah,
The fun part.
filmmaking level. Yeah, they just
for
want
me
to skip all this.
this was the fun part.
Right. I mean, you're learning something new every day. Even
Right.
इसमें भी मजा है.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, so right after that 4-week animation course, we had a design management course. And again, luckily, we had an amazing faculty, Arnab Chaudhary, for us.
Arnab Chaudhary. Oh, okay.
That was like a week's module. And so Arnab came, and basically design management, we knew that we would basically talk about how to set up your own studio, how to manage budgets and stuff. But since this was a week course and Arnab came over, Arnab said that forget all that. We're basically making a film in a week. So we had 5 days in hand. We're making a film. No wasting time. And so
That's a really good call, man.
yeah,
Instead of like, figuring out budget and stuff in college.
exactly. I mean, that is also important. But I mean, I'm in my first year. I'm here to have fun.
True, definitely.
So this was damn good. So I'll just play this. This video has been made by Arnab only. So that will tell you about whatever we used to do during that time. All 5 years. These are all my batchmates. Oh my God, that's me.
Wow. Making caricatures out of objects.
All our individual stuff. This is all our individual stuff that marks our personality, basically.
This is like surreal stuff, man.
Yeah, man. I've never seen something like this.
Then the sketching session.
Yes.
Every morning.
These are like so important. So important.
I miss that furniture, dude.
John,
You can't get enough of brushing up fundamentals.
What is
Never.
it?
it's me, John.
Yes.
Oh, leave me alone.
Oh, John.
I have no idea why the song has been chosen, but
I love the music, man.
yeah.
John. John,
So we
I
try
said
out
leave me
everything.
alone.
come back. Please don't leave me.
Silhouettes.
Right.
We draw with the left hand. We draw with like one eye closed. We'll draw with both eyes closed. I mean, we would try everything on the
Yes. I've done one of these. Never through web only.
yeah.
John is a big boy, long live John. John is a big boy, long live John.
John. John,
What is this song, man?
Leave me alone.
your father come back, dear.
John is a big boy, long live John. John
And the best part is he will like stick around
John is a big boy.
from morning to night.
John is a big boy.
Yeah.
Awesome. These are such amazing feels, bro.
Sick.
Crazy, crazy.
Sick. Series is sick. So
Yes, that was really intense.
you know what I think. I always think that if you want to make films, just enroll in a college. That's the best place to get your films made.
Safe space. It does give you a safe space for a few years.
Absolutely, you can make as many films as you want. I mean, you can actually make films. Uske baad jab when you go into making films after your college life, it becomes so difficult. I mean, I feel the challenge is just Anyway, so Deb, I would like to quickly go on to the next few questions.
Oh wait, just
Sorry.
yeah. Tell me.
Yeah. So basically, so I've seen your posts on Instagram, and I've seen that you post a lot of comics and animations on current affairs like politics, like social issues and all that, and how we just love how you use your art, as the medium of expression. So I also remember you made a series of Chinese whispers.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Can we just, and even there you incorporated hard-hitting social commentary.
Yeah.
Can you just show a few of those?
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
just yeah, just
Yeah.
Yes. So my work in politics and stuff is like I don't want to talk about it, but
Mhm.
it has to be like spoken of.
spoken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
I
Yep.
mean, earlier a lot of people have this kind of a mentality that people would be like not willing to talk about politics.
Right.
They don't have anything to do with politics. But
Mhm.
the sad part is that they don't realize that not willing to talk about or act upon it is also making you a part of politics. I mean,
Exactly.
with people comes politics. I mean, that's the
Yes.
relationship that we have as a
You cannot run away
human.
from it.
Exactly. I
Mhm.
mean, you have
Mhm.
inner politics and you have your outside politics with people. So that's it.
Correct.
So I
Correct. Correct.
made a comic strip, like a one-page comic strip that
Mhm.
basically called Chinese Whispers, which basically talks about how in society things kind of uh, due to communication or lack of communication, things kind of become something else
Yeah.
after a point. So these
Perceived as something else.
so this bizarre, after a bizarre game of this Chinese whispers, something turns into something else. So I made kind of like a series. Wait, just a minute. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So made kind of like a series talking about
Amazing, man.
social stuff. And these are kind of the things that I kind of notice around me. I mean, I'm noticing this all the time. Yeah, this
Brilliant, bro. Brilliant.
Relatable. And I like it the way even he changes. His eyes also change.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Free
Aadhaar.
Aadhaar. Wow.
this was during that time.
Oh my god.
Where is the bullet train?
I can't get over.
Coming.
But
Give us 5 more years.
look at that guy with all talwar and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. You know, this is so memeable, man. I mean, you can just memify it. You know, you can
Such a simplified and so powerful and effective.
so powerful
you know,
also. Yeah, correct.
Wait, I
Exactly.
have
Like,
one more to show you guys.
Oh my. Oh.
Oh god.
good one.
This is like, you know, is the cherry on top.
So like that, after
Yeah.
Chinese Whispers, there was this huge flood that had happened. Kerala flood that had happened.
Correct.
And at that time, I would listen to like bizarre kind of news, and I just wanted to channelize it through my work.
Right.
And so I made this small zine or webcomic called God's Own Country,
Mhm.
where oh sorry again, just a minute. Yeah. Basically, in August 2018, Kerala was hit by a major flood, and after that, some bizarre news came. Some bizarre type of news started coming, where basically basically these were based out of news headlines at that time. So here there was basically this person is calling out to a god, but he wants his own god. Not he won't
Oh.
take help from other people.
Yes.
The other god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes, this was
Do
very
it,
much
please.
prevalent. There was a lot of WhatsApp forwards
Yeah.
going around with this message. Like, it's because they deserve it, because they eat beef there.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that cow taking a dump in the end.
Oh yeah, guys, happy Independence Day, by the way.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day.
Independence Day, yeah.
Yes. So something happened regarding like women as well.
Oh, okay. That. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so they had said a woman is the cause for all this because they had visited Sabrimala or something like that happened.
Sabrimala.
Yes.
Okay.
Ha,
Yes. There was a whole controversy about it back then.
Oh damn.
Oh my God. I love how you simplify it, man. It's like you don't even
Exactly.
have to say too many things. You just have to like the few, no dialogue. There's hardly just one line for each.
You know what this satire theory this reminds me of? It reminds me of South Park somehow. Yeah, it's how a certain
True.
situation gets like escalated into something else, like a much more objective, but in a opposite way around. And this is
Exactly.
somewhat like it's really how to say I'm fanboying right now towards this.
Yeah. Seriously, me too, man.
That's
And
amazing.
this is exactly the kind of comics I like, that minimalism
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
I love
It's
satires, and
harder.
this is like it's like right there, bang on your face.
Yeah.
Like things can't
Right.
get more satirical than this.
Exactly. Bro,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
we need to now talk about
Oh yes.
that one film that went, pun intended, viral.
Yes.
Yes.
Please start Corona.
Yes.
Let's get on to it.
Chalu Corona.
Good one.
Yeah.
Bad pun, bro.
Corona kind of came up. The name Corona is basically a Bengali word, which means don't,
Okay.
which tells people what not to do during a pandemic.
Mat karo. Corona.
Exactly. Corona mat.
Hey,
So basically,
erokom Corona.
Erokom corona.
yes. So it's a kind of a pun on that and the coronavirus.
Right.
And I basically
High
wanted
five,
to
bro.
talk about. Yeah, high five. Yes, I basically wanted to talk about all these other more seemingly important issues that have always been there, part of our society and coming out as a result of the coronavirus pandemic, and basically make a couple of like easygoing shots on those. I didn't think that I'll make a series out of these, and then by the end of it, I have 6 films. So which is great because there is a lot
You
of
never thought.
yeah, which also gives you a like an insight on how much shit is going around in and around you.
Absolutely.
So there's no lack of content. So
You know what happens, after you're done with one, you like, acha, abhi ke liye ho gaya. Then something else comes along.
something else
You're like,
pops up.
I have to make a film on this.
Exactly. You think this is so ridiculous, I'll have to make a film on this.
Yeah. It just never stops.
Yeah. Really. Wait, I'll play. Oh, I should play all of these.
अरे जल्दी करो भाई साहब भैया ये घर लौट निकल आएंगे क्या माफ करना बहन से आगे बढ़िए
So this is during the alcohol shops that opened
Right.
एक और नाम देना भैया जस्ट वन दा हाँ बस एक मगा जब बिल क्या कैसा मजाक है एक खंबे के लिए 70,000 रुपए व्हाट द hospital bill is included no
Holy shit.
Amazing, dude. That's the first one, right?
Huh?
That was the first one, right?
No.
Of the series.
This was like the 4th one in the series. So I'm playing it at random so that
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is the doctors. Doctors were getting garlanded and basically that thali bajao thing that happened. And at that time, doctors were kind of like wanting to listen, wanting to make their voice heard, but that was nobody wanted to hear what they had to exactly say.
तो कल शाम 5 बजे जो सब देशवासी मिलके थाली बजा के आपको और आप जैसे देश के कई डॉक्टरों को जितना प्यार सम्मान और सहानुभूति दिया उस बारे में आपको क्या कहना है डॉक्टर Thank you so much everyone but what we need right now is
Sick, man.
Brilliant, dude.
Brilliant.
Amazing.
But from the
Brilliant.
series, like these were going on, but then came the major issue of this migrant crisis. That was
Oh,
not
yes,
being,
Yes.
that was not being talked about in the media, like
Right.
until like after a certain time. At that time, nobody really cared about talking about migrant crisis until it became like a trend. Like migrant crisis was on every headline suddenly,
Right.
which is also very weird. So I had made this film regarding the same. That was honestly that started out as basically addressing my own guilt.
Oh God, this one. Oh boy, like
This one just took off, man. This one just took off.
This one was moving, like moving stuff, hands down. This one was
It
one
hits
of
you
the most
hard on,
moving.
like,
Yes.
seriously, I mean, this one I think went completely viral. It just took off on a whole new level.
At a point I felt that the reason why it is getting so relatable is because the visuals are, even though they're like drawn, these are like people have seen this on TV. They have seen this exact situation like right in front of them. So that makes it very eerie, and and you can't gulp your food down your throat once you know that you're witnessing something like that. That something like that is going on in the country.
And I love how you've drawn parallels. I mean, on one side you have how people who are the rich ones, or the ones who have the facilities. So for them it hits them differently, but for the ones who are actually out on the streets, it's a whole different story.
Like you will belong to either one of the spectrum, either way.
Right.
So if you're being able to watch it, I think on an internet connection, I think you belong to the other side. And if you're not and still living it, then you belong to the other side. And it's so much more relatable for both of the spectrums.
Yes.
I think it was a brilliant take on this whole parallel. Like amazing.
I think it's a very powerful
stuff.
juxtaposition of India, like,
Yeah. I mean, I obviously have nothing against the ones who have the facilities, but again, there was this whole ridiculous thing about Me Too migrant.
Yes. That was damn ridiculous. I mean, that when that came up, it kind of infuriates, kind of makes it meaningless.
Belittles their misery.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But at a point, I mean, I the first thing was to raise an awareness about something like this that's happening.
Right.
I wanted people to feel the guilt, because honestly, I also felt that same guilt.
Correct.
But
and so how go ahead.
But the point was not to just make you feel the guilt. I want people to do something about it. And I feel that as people, I mean, you're mature enough to understand what you want to do about it. I don't have to spoon feed you about donate to this NGO or donate to that. Only then by that way you can help. You figure out your own way. I'm just giving you. I'm just putting it out there that something like this is happening.
And I mean, if you can just be kind also, like instead of judging them. And like, I mean, that whole point of, I mean, I'm sorry to break this up, but the migrants getting tragically crushed under on the tracks, people are like questioning them, like how stupid were they to sleep on the tracks? I mean, do you even understand what they're going through?
About what they're going through.
Exactly.
I mean, I remember I would work all night for 2 nights, and I'll lose my orientation right then and there. And these people have been walking
miles
from one city to another for miles, for day on and day out, without food and hunger. Obviously, it'll screw up their entire orientation. So, take that into account as well. Take the mental health.
You cannot be so inconsiderate about things. Like you cannot simply like.
So
I think this video was so much needed, like for the people playing.
Exactly. I think this is reporting the actual thing as they are. Like
Yeah,
this was doing a better job than most of the reporters that were out there. Like most of the news channels that were out there.
Exactly.
Oh my God. I think this one this went completely viral, and I guess even some political party also used it too.
No, I think it had to. It went viral for the right cause. It was not
I'm saying
or something.
Some political party also used this video to to upscale its propaganda.
Which party was that?
So, which is very weird. I mean, I have no problem with if you're using the video in the right light, but I don't want you to win votes over.
Right.
Like
something you don't act on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So after that, right after this post went viral, I didn't expect this kind of a reception to it, and I knew that I have to put a closure to this Corona series. So I knew that I have to make one more film. So I made a film that basically talks about a bigger picture.
I think from this video, it went from 13K to like 1 lakh followers.
What a wonderful world.
Trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white. The brightness of day, the darkness of night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful.
So that
Dude,
was,
if I could just show you the
crazy,
goosebumps
man.
I have right now. I have goosebumps right now, bro.
Definitely.
Exactly.
This video had
Exactly.
Video was the perfect closure to the Corona series.
so that was the end, and then it was received quite positively and negatively both ways. But that was the
God,
end.
there are people saying I'm crying again and all that.
Oh my
So
God.
yeah. So like you said, no, it was received very positively and negatively. And like Amal just mentioned that your follower count went all the way up to 1 lakh followers.
Right.
So how has that process been? The sudden increase of followers, and all that. Do you find it hard to deal with the negativity now, or do you feel that
or is it
pressure
too
now
much
to
responsibility
cater?
right now?
Correct. Do you feel
Yeah.
that the pressure to cater to your followers now?
Right. No, I feel that I have a better. I mean, earlier I used to showcase my work, right? And I would have I was doing that when I had 5,000 followers or like 100 followers or whatever. I would put up my work, and now I have more set of eyes, which is like a boon, and I'm grateful for that. And like if I put some my work out there, there are people to watch it, and obviously people are entitled to their own opinions about what the kind of work is, positive and negative both. So I've been getting both kinds of like hate mails and inspirational mails, be like keep continuing doing whatever you're doing, and hate mails like stop what you're doing, this is absolutely bogus, stuff like that keeps coming. But after a point it kind of becomes like a pattern. After a point it kind of doesn't matter how many people are voicing their opinion about your work, and it definitely that is important to them, that is important to everyone, whatever their like emotion is or whatever their response is to my work, that is definitely important. But it shouldn't bother me so much that it kind of dictates the way I work.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
I mean, before all this eyeballs and everything, before all these people came and saw my work, I was doing something that I wanted to do, and I was telling some stories that I wanted to tell, and I don't want to lose that integral part, that very fundamental part of it, because I've realized over the years that it is very, very important for you to hold on to what you believe in and tell your stories bravely.
Why you started out as an artist in the first place?
Absolutely. It is because I mean, I'm in an environment and I do certain things, and I do not just one kind of thing, but I like doing a lot of things, which is why, for example, when I had these X number of followers, there was a kind of stuff that I was doing because of which I got famous, right? But right after that came people started expecting the same kind of content from me, talking about social stuff, talking about political stuff. So there is this very tendency of all of us of doing that, stereotyping one kind of a person into a mold, basically. So this person, what does he do? How does he look? So this is that person. He does this. He makes political art. That's it. So I don't. And as human beings, like, we indulge in everything and whatever we want. I mean, Dakun, you're like an MJ fan, and you're a amazing animator.
Thank
Amalendra
you.
is completely into music. So which is like that's another facet of yours, and all of them should be equally put forward so for you to come out as a wholesome human being, rather than just a like a typeface stereotype of a person that people make you. So after a point, kind of like this follower influencing thing kind of fades out. uh, in a way, I do believe I have a certain kind of responsibility of putting up stuff that is educational in some way, or basically expressive of my thoughts. And I believe that should be limited to that itself. I mean, it shouldn't be overtaken by a crowd control.
So it's
Right,
like
right.
you have to keep your artistic integrity and your essence intact, no matter how many followers or the viewers like are there.
Yes,
Like, in the first place, they were there because they liked what you were,
exactly.
not because what they want to see from you.
Exactly. So that's it.
True.
That's very important throughout your life. If you have two followers or 2,000 followers, it doesn't matter, as long as you keep doing what you believe in.
True.
Staying true to yourself, basically.
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
Guys,
Your roots.
we have requests that people want to talk about Chitta.
Chitta.
Yes.
Chitta, bro.
Talk about Chitta and my entry into music videos.
Woo!
All right.
I had tons of questions for this. I have tons of
Yes,
questions.
yes.
So I had made a couple of music videos before that.
Huh.
And so basically working with local artists and making a bunch of music videos. I'll just skip through these a little bit if you want, or should I jump straight ahead into Chitta?
Your wish. I mean, if you want to just show
Yeah.
us one.
Okay, I'll just play like 10 seconds of
Mr.
stuff.
Vegas, Arcade and Pablo. All the way from Jamaica to India, where I found a beautiful damsel and I want to stay on. Watch out.
Yeah, okay. So that much. Okay, so stuff like
Wow.
that I was constantly doing with people. And then
Hey,
and
Caesar
then,
Moth.
yes, CD Moth kind of approached me with their new song 101, and for which I wanted to basically hop on and like make something for them. So I made a loop. So it started small. Because I was also exploring what I can and cannot do in terms of music. Yeah. So that happened, and they were very responsive and appreciative about it.
Yeah, I'm also working with them right now on the
amazing.
merchandise and stuff, and they're really amazing people to work with. More
they're
calm.
like totally. And the best part is they give you complete creative freedom.
Somebody said dead. Somebody said dead. You know, like see them not dead.
Yes.
It matches.
So then they gave me another of their songs to just mess around with. So I made a longer loop now. Now that I have a little more confidence in my work.
This is basically building up to Chitta, basically.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll keep it to that. Yes.
Dude, I was jamming. I was like, head banging to this.
I absolutely love them.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What is happening? Wait. Yeah.
The video just wants to play, man.
He just wants to finish.
You cannot.
Encore, bro.
It is a sentient now. Sentient.
Encore.
Right after that, I kind of like had some kind of basic foundation into music videos and see that musicians are also appreciating animation into this basically.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is great, and I wanted to explore even more. And then basically the director Akash Bhatia kind of came up to me with a concept for Chitta. So he said that there's this artist called Prabhdeep, and he wants to he has this new song, and here's the concept. What do you think about it? Let's do something. I was like, yeah, totally. This is in my zone, and I want to be part of this. And I was allowed a lot of creative freedom. It was great working with him. He had a vision, and we jammed and took it like up a notch. And it was damn amazing to work with this.
Awesome. Let's dive into Chitta.
Yes.
Nose candy.
मैं क्यों लड़ा
Wait, we play the whole song?
कितना में जाएगा बाहर तू मेरे कुत्ते खड़े थे नु कट
Yeah, we can.
तने कुंडे वे सुनते नहीं कैसे दी चिट्टा वे चिट्टा ना कितना करते ने उछल में कितना बिना चिट्टे तो लटा में लटा चिट्टा वे चिट्टा ना कितना करते ने उछल में कितना बिना चिट्टे तो लटा में लटा गले च पीला मुंह च नीला अखता ढीला मेरी जेबा दे हरी सोने दी कड़ी चिट्टा कारोबार तुसी भारत दे टैक्स में कार के बैस लुटा सरकार छोटी है गली नशे पर बेचे ने बहुत हराम दे पैसे हराम च जाने मैनू पै गया कौन मेरी नशिया दे नाल मैं लड़ाई कदी नशिया दे विच मैं लड़ाई पर मैं कदे किसे दे काम च टंग नहीं अड़ाई शैतान दे कान ते मैं टंग नहीं बजाई अगली लड़ाई आप नाल है मेरी किनू पता पहला बेचिया मैं चिट्टा सुन के मैं क्लासिक बेचदा मैं गाने किनू पता वो मेरे घर अंदर जाएगा बाहर तू मेरे कुत्ते खड़े तेनू कट्टन दे ले कुत्ते ने कुंडे वे सुनते नहीं किसे दी चिट्टा वे कितना करते ने चल मैं कितना ना कितना करते हुकुम दा एक वे मेरा ते राजा भी मेरा बिच भी मेरी ते क्वीन भी मेरी हेरा फेरी किसी बोल मिल गए नोट जेबासी परियां हुईयां दिमाग सी खाली कलम निराली होगी बेहाली जदों नाम सी मेरे कली पहली बार देण लगा जज्बात किसे नु ओ कहंदी तू पहला तू करे ना काम मैं किया बंद कर मुंह है काम जदों आवाज से जे उत्ते गेल दे सब बस करा मैं ना हो थोड़े जे लोग आंदे सी शाम ते पूरा हो गया मैं लेट कितना मैं ग्रो वे दिखाऊंगा दे पैसों दे कर दे स्नो कर दे जो ते मर दे रहो मैं कर दा सिर्फ ते कर दा रो शो तो पहला मैं गिण दा नो क्योंकि मैं बॉस चिट्टा ना कितना करते ने उछल में कितना बिना चिट्टे तो लटा में लटा कितना करते ने उछल में कितना बिना चिट्टे तो लटा में लटा खेड़े च कोई वे राजा दे कोई वे प्यादा दे राजा के डारी ਲਈ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਖਿਡਾਉਣਾ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਤੇ ਨੇ ਫੈਸਲੇ ਕਿੰਨਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਖਿਡਾਉਣਾ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ खिडारियां नु खेड सिखाना चिट्टा वे चिट्टा एना किता वे पुछन में किदा बिना चिट्टे तो लेटा मैं लेटा लेटे ले चिट्टा वे चिट्टा एना किता वे कर देने पुछन में किदा बिना चिट्टे तो लेटा मैं लेटा लेटे ले चिट्टा वे चिट्टा एना किता वे कर देने पुछन में किदा बिना चिट्टे तो लेटा मैं लेटा चिट्टा वे कर देने लेटा मैं कर देने लेटा मैं लेटे
Yes.
Dude,
Amazing.
this
Amazing.
is like
So many subtle commentary, man,
things,
about society.
so many things packed into one, and that middle finger in the end, though.
This is like
Right?
the 16th or 18th time I think I'm checking out the video. It's like
Awesome.
and
Santa must be
amazing.
packed with questions.
I don't know. I just have one single question. See, about the process and everything. So we are about to explain, like we're going to go in depth with that. But this is what I have been working with musicians, like almost half of my clients are musicians. So there's always a fine balance between what they are expecting and what you can deliver.
Yeah.
Right.
Totally.
So, and especially this music video was made during a very difficult time.
Yeah.
Right. And so I want to know how the process, how the to and fro process was, how was the to and fro process with you and the musicians and the people who are management and everything combined together. So where does this ease of work lie? Like, how does the control of what you're doing and what you want to show them, like how easy can you make the whole process for both of the parties, like you and them?
Right. I think a major part of it involves trust in both parties, basically. Like whoever you're dealing with. In my case, it was my team and it was my director. So everybody had to be in sync. Everybody had to be on the same page. Especially because this was a very, very short timeline to produce. This was done had to be done in 30 days. And
What?
Yeah, we had like 4 weeks in hand, and we had to
Crazy,
do
man.
the project completely, including all that live action shoot and everything that happened. So
Oh my God.
So major part, like the entire live action thing was handled by Akash because he's pro at it, and he kind of trusted me with the animation bit. And there was like a to and fro Zoom calls and phone calls and stuff like that. Here, like even fights here and there. That is all the creative differences that always will be there. But at the end of the day, it is the product is bigger than you and me. The product, the film, basically, it needs to be out and it needs to be seen. The reason why we are all coming on board is because of that one thing that we all believe in. So, so for 30 days, we forgot to sleep, we forgot to eat, and we just went at it. And my team was like, they were like my saviors. If they weren't there, this video wouldn't be even out even now. I don't know. So big shout out to my team. I had 5 people. I had Partho, I had Arindam, I had Yamini, I had Saksham, I had Pratik, and yeah, who else? And Alan.
Perfect.
Yes, Alan did. 6 people.
Perfect.
I think we have most of them in the audience.
Oh, hi.
So,
Hello.
yeah.
Huge shout out to you guys.
I saw Partho commenting. Yeah.
Yay.
So yes. So let's get into the making of it. And this was also one of the
Partho and
questions.
Saksham is here. Yeah.
Amazing. So the making basically involved me making a bunch of style frames until we are happy with something, the look and the feel. And this is I think the third style frame that I came up with, which was in sync with what the director's vision basically. So I showed him this, and he was damn excited. And after that, I made a few more. Wait.
Man, dude, but this is such a
Wait.
heavy style to pull off in 30 days.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
the thing is, at first I went all out.
Right.
I mean, I didn't want to compromise at all, and the director didn't want to compromise at all. So I was like, okay, let's do this. Let's not fix a time on it. And then the producer called up and be like, you need to give this in 30 days. Right?
That
Always
always happens. Always happens.
Tell me something new, bro.
Exactly.
The director is like, we're going to make a feature film by Ashutosh Gowadkar, and then the producer calls him, we have this budget and we have this timeline, what do you want to do? So there you have a reality check. But obviously that is the self-negotiation that you have, that
Correct.
you're going to pull it off no matter what, and because you're happy with something.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I made a few more concepts, and then the vision got approved, and then I moved to the designs, and basically Prabhdeep and his
Also, you did a great job with the design and how you simplified it
I was going
to
to say
make
that
it
only.
executable within 30 days.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, this was also the first time I was working on a full-fledged music video with like complex characters and complex things happening, which
So
was
much crowd and everything.
Yeah, it was the first
Exactly.
for me as well.
A proper storyline happening here.
Yeah, man.
Proper characters, proper this is
And put anatomy and everything, man.
perfect. Like,
So-
I really love the vibe of the whole skeletal is like,
Also, how the yellow has been the most impactful
Yes.
color throughout. Like,
that was one deciding factor of that, putting everything in a dark and mucky world.
Okay.
Putting one singular color out there basically wanted to symbolize some relevance to the situation right now, and
Right.
also talks about a lot of polarity in the society. Like there is only one kind of opinion. Per se.
brilliant. Seriously, brilliant. It's like proper noir shit, like proper.
the yellow worked out as a metaphor, for so many things. Yeah.
So right after that, I made the storyboard, and I kind of make my storyboards myself, because I feel that as like I want to put it out, whatever my vision I have, I want to put it out
Right.
as the storyboard. And the
So
storyboard,
you worked from A to Z all by yourself, the storyboard.
Yeah, the storyboard, yeah. I mean, obviously in consultation with the director, but I wanted this to go out basically
Right.
myself only. And then so that's the storyboard. A bunch of changes here and there. I'm just showing you like intermediate stuff. And then I called upon my team. So then this guy called Arindam came and into my life and saved me from
Yes.
trouble.
Big
So,
shout out to
savior.
Arindam.
He's
Shout out to Arindam.
he's a great animator, and he has, what I love about him is that he has a sense, he has a what would I say, I mean, he has his own flavor to add to stuff, and as soon as he animated like 2-3 shots, I knew that I can let this go, and I can let him handle stuff. So I let it out to him. I would give him stuff like this, basically how I want it to be, and get on a quick phone call with him and be like, dude, this is the way I want it to be. What do you think? So he says like, great. And then he would add some kind of nick and knack into that and make it like 10 times better. So
Right.
So that would be like damn good. So I would give him stuff like this, basically.
So
I would give him animatics. I would give him the animatic, and he would come up with like, and then we'd get on a quick phone call, and he would give me like stuff like very very quick turnarounds. At a point, my team would be so like proactive all the time that I would be like, since I was doing all the cleanup and like mostly the cleanup, I would get stuck and be like, dude, slow down. I mean, I need to like speed up my cleanup process. and the reason why I wanted to do the cleanup is because in that small time, it is very hard for many people in that in the production pipeline to get used to the characters and the world and style. So that's that.
Also, those of you who don't know Arindam, he is still a student at NID and he's from Guwahati.
Oh,
So, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Represent.
Please play that. Yeah.
Guwahati project represent.
Yeah. Just a minute. So this is like a breakdown video that I'm just gonna play. That's by Arindam. And then I clean up. Then I send it to Partho. Partho colors it.
Oh wow.
Partho, Alan, and Yamini were the major colorists.
Big
shout.
Big props.
And then I finally put it back in compositing.
Nice.
So that's how it happened.
Must say your compositing
available?
game is too strong, man.
Are these available on your Instagram and on your page?
Yeah.
Available.
I've seen this.
Yeah. So a lot of people have said they're saying that the videos are a little choppy while playing. So
Yeah.
I guess
I think
I just want to say
there's
that
a
you
frame
can
drop.
go. Yeah, you can go to his page and you can check it out. There's
Yes.
like amazing
All
stuff.
there. All of this.
Dave, I'm curious to know, was Prabhdeep also involved in the animation process?
So Prabhdeep, basically, Akash and Prabhdeep had a rapport, and Akash basically pitched the idea to him that this is what we are going with, and Prabhdeep was like more than happy to like give us all the creative freedom that we needed.
That is so rare, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Prabhdeep was like, go, have fun with it. So I mean, we did,
and you surely did. So that's what I mean. So do we're already out of time, but I don't want this session to end. So can we just go on for another 15 minutes? Is that fine?
Yeah, we have a lot of questions actually.
Debjyoti, one question I want to ask you.
Yes.
I've been saying around this question all the time. Like a lot of people have been asking me and animation software to animator, like in the process.
Right. Oh, so you're saying that what software do I kind of like? What's my pipeline like?
No, like why people are so much curious about the software, like to know from an animator, like how important is it? You know, you can explain to an.
I think since I'm not on that side of the field, I don't understand how much do people get to know about how these things are done. Because a couple of years ago, I would watch cartoons like a dumb kid, and I didn't used to understand how it's made or anything about animation at that time. So I understand where their interest lies and why this question keeps arising all the time. And it's important to an extent, obviously, for us also to let people know that because the software side of things, because in the end it comes down to like putting it out there through the software, right? So you need to know a bit of that software anyway. But I feel that more importantly, it's your voice, it's your storytelling, it's your honesty that comes across.
Software is just a medium.
Just a medium, just a tool that helps you out.
Dave, do you want to talk about being a freelancer? Like, you know, there's this age-old question, you know, how much do I charge when the client says, what's your budget? So this is where we all get stuck.
Right.
Exactly.
Me too.
How much do you charge in India? What's the standard?
So indirectly, you're like, show me your bank balance right now.
You know me so well.
I mean, but I mean, this is a very important question, and very few people have an answer to that. I mean, I guess the answer keeps changing according to your age or wherever you are, and you don't have a finalized answer for it by the end of it. I mean, there is the work we do is so varied that nothing is fixed. I mean, per second, per hour charge for an animator would be this. When I hear that, I feel that it is quite ambiguous. I mean, no disrespect. I mean, I understand how people work in the industry, and that's like fair pay standards that have been given there. But for me, how I kind of budget my work is basically the amount of time and the amount of effort I'm putting into my work. And second of all, and most importantly, is how much do I value my own work.
Correct.
I think it is very important for people to value our own work up, regardless of if either you're doing freelance or whatever. If you're working for yourself also, you should have that confidence that, yeah, what you're doing is nice. I mean, I wouldn't say like,
and it's worth charging this much.
Exactly. So at a point that if I'm investing, like say for example 30 days into something that I truly believe in, I would charge in a certain way, and obviously there's going to be a negotiation and all that. But most importantly, I feel that all these factors are variable. I mean, the per second rate, the per hour rate of making like a 2D animation, like a full Disney animation kind, and a paper cut animation or a stop motion animation will be hugely different. Even if it is like a 2D animation, even if it is like a properly animated 2D animation, it differs style wise. So I feel that all of these factors are variable, and all these components add up to your budget. So I feel
correct.
These two factors are very important.
Also, I think the one thing that people are scared of is like, what if I say charge this much and then the client says no, we don't want you. So that is letting go of
that is
right?
one.
The work might go.
That's the tricky part.
Yeah, that's why a lot of young freelancers who are starting out in the like industry, they have to compromise a lot, and like
I mean it's not only that. I mean, people like including myself have charged in the past. We have charged like ridiculously less amount for something because we didn't have anything to look up to. I mean, like because there is no set standard in our industry, we don't basically we end up charging way too less or way too more and losing that project. But I would say, I mean, you don't have much to lose if you're say for example you're giving this work and you're giving this promise that from my work this is what you're getting. I mean for example, if I am doing some work for some person, I'm saying I'm going to do this for you, and if you're happy with this, then let's talk about the budget. But then if the person is not happy with the work I do, the person wouldn't want to pay anyway.
Yeah, I think in the beginning you will have to rough it out because you don't have a set a brand sort of to say that the audience would want to.
It's like work gets you more work. You work hard to work more.
Correct.
It's so you have to, but at the same time you shouldn't devalue it. You shouldn't be like for completely free.
Absolutely.
You should know what you're getting
You should do
out of
charity.
it.
Never work for free. No matter how bad things get, please don't work for free, because that favor won't be coming back. Maybe I don't know.
Exactly.
Sure. Hey Deb, so we'll have to close very soon, but very quickly we'll just go through the questions.
So,
yeah. So one question is I'll just quickly go through the questions.
Rapid fire.
Yeah.
Rapid fire
Okay.
questions, Which is Flipbook a good practice for animators?
Yes, absolutely. Just do it. Just do whatever. Just do whatever Kira you want in terms of animation.
You also used regular objects to animate. I remember, like you did the pixelation to show the plastic pollution under sea.
Totally. I mean, just do, even if you don't get a space like a college, a formal education or something like that, it doesn't really matter until you have the intent. Intent is what matters. So if you are having that Kira, do whatever you want to.
Right.
Polish your skills. That's it.
Right. And does NID wholly focus on 2D animation? And how can one choose between 2D or 3D when both forms seem inspirational?
I mean, that's completely up to you. NID doesn't teach you software. So NID basically gives you some fundamental basics on storytelling, and it gives you a huge environment to mess around. So and then you kind of take off as your personality grows. So you're easy to choose between 2D or 3D or whatever. I mean, the norm is 2D there. Of course, there is a like a class of people that want to primarily do 2D animation, which is, I feel that's great. I mean, 2D is amazing. But I mean, you can do whatever you want. At the end, that's 2D or 3D is up to you because it's software.
Okay.
There's another one.
Yeah.
Okay. Does animation come in communication design?
Yeah, visual communication. Yes.
Yeah. So there's a lot of questions about
what's life after NID.
What's life after NID?
Life after NID, fun, still fun.
Yes, have to be fun. Yeah.
Like
stressful but fun.
Really, yeah. So I guess that'll be all for now. We'll have to wrap it up. I'm really sorry, guys. It was such a fun session. I didn't want this to end.
Yeah, this can go on.
Yeah,
this can go on for
so much fun.
Like I just realized that 1 hour is so less.
Exactly.
Yeah. Debjyoti, I hope you had fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I had a great time, and
hopefully we were
love
good
to
hosts
and have more sessions with you guys, even after gap or whatever.
Lovely.
I hope we have like in-person sessions later on.
Yes.
Yeah.
From gap.
So guys, we'll wrap it up now. And any questions you have, you can definitely go and ask Debjyoti on his Instagram handle. You can DM him. You can follow him. You can stalk him if you want. A lot of girls are fangirling, huh? A lot of girls are fangirling.
Should we do a like and subscribe thing?
Yes. Like and subscribe. Yes. Debjyoti, you're going to get a lot of requests now.
I can subscribe to Gap and listen to all these amazing channels.
Oh my God. I'm fangirling now.
Dapo, you better not do that.
No, all right then, guys. We'll start the next session at 6:30.
All right then.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Debjyoti.
Thank you so much, Debjyoti.
Great. It was a lot of fun.
Lovely having you here.
All right.
Great.
Okay. Bye-bye.
What are your projects?